Welcome to Beats and Eats. I'm Chef Net, your wellness musician. Today we are making stuffed spinach artichoke mushroom caps. And our ingredients for these caps are portobello mushroom caps and stems, artichoke, extra virgin olive oil, Parmesan cheese, cream cheese, and it's a vegan cream cheese, spinach, yellow onion, fresh parsley, fresh thyme, garlic, and salt. I'm super excited about this recipe right here. You can't go wrong with a stuffed portobello mushroom cap. You ready to cook? I have here my mushroom caps. They have already been roasted and ready to be stuffed with our ingredients. I roasted them on 375 for about 10 minutes. Before I put them in, I had just coated them a little bit of olive oil just to get them going. So now what you have here is they're resting and ready to be stuffed. You also want to make sure that you don't have a lot of fluid after it roasts in the pan. You know, try to remove as much fluid as you can from where it roasted. So that way all your ingredients are still, you know, they're not running out of the cap once you fill it, and everything is kind of still intact. Get my pan going and warmed up. So I'm going to start with some olive oil, and then I'm going to saute these beautiful stems that came from these mushroom caps, these portobello caps. And all I did was just remove the stem and then just chop them up really nice and coarse. And we're going to throw all of that in with the onions and the garlic because I love garlic. And we've got some fresh thyme and the fresh rosemary. Fresh rosemary. Rosemary must be thinking about me. Some fresh thyme and some fresh parsley here that we're gonna season it up with and give it that flavor. And got some grated fresh Parmesan cheese here that we're gonna use in our recipe to top that portobello mushroom in right before we pop it in the oven to bake. And I have some vegan cream cheese here. I just want to try. It's not a, of course, I have the cheese, which is the Parmesan cheese, which is not vegan, of course. But I just wanted to try out this vegan cream cheese and just to see, you know, this is actual oat milk cream cheese. So we're gonna see what this does for our recipe. And of course, the co-star of the show is our fresh artichoke hearts. These are actually canned, so they're, you know, they're not quite, you know, fresh in the context that you would think of fresh, but they are the next thing, which is like fresh, frozen, canned, and in that order. So we've got here our fresh artichoke hearts. I keep wanting to call it fresh, but it's fresh to me because it tastes really good and the ingredients are really low as far as what is in the can with the artichoke. Here we get warm over here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this pan with some olive oil, enough to get our onions going and our garlic and our stems. Just gonna go ahead and add my onions and onions just bring out a nice scent to your dish when you first cook it. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my fresh garlic. May need a little more oil because I have once I add my mushrooms in, it's gonna soak up my oil. So I just wanna make sure I have enough to do what it's supposed to do. Portobello mushroom caps. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in my stems from those mushroom caps. No piece of the mushroom left behind at all. We're using the entire thing. We're gonna let this cook. So the next thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is add in my thyme. Do you have time? I got time. Add that in. I'm feeling comedic today. This is my comedic. You gotta have fun in the kitchen. You gotta have fun in the kitchen. Kitchen is your freedom. It is your health. It is your vitality. It is your fun. Let that cook. And then I had, like I said, I have my fresh parsley here. So I'm gonna use half of this parsley and I'm gonna finish it off and garnish it over the portobello mushroom when it's all topped, just to give it that nice, beautiful plating and that nice little burst of flavor. So I'm just gonna use half of it. Add the rest to the pan. Crank this up just a bit. And then once this gets the consistency of that I want in my onions and my mushrooms, I'm gonna go ahead and add my cream cheese and my spinach and my artichoke heart to get it going. And then we're gonna put this on top of here. If you want to add like a crunchy topping to it, like a Ritz cracker or breadcrumbs, you can do that. But for this right here, I'm keeping it just simple with the ingredients that we have here. But you can always do that. And I'm using my skillet, my black skillet, because I just like the way it brings all of those flavors together. This can be grilled. You can take your mushroom caps, you can throw them on your grill with all your stuff and your ingredients in it. Just make sure it stays, you know, flat and it doesn't tip over. And just let all that meltiness get in there on it and give it that grill flavor. Great for summertime. When you're grilling out and you got your, this would be a great asset for an appetizer or your side dish. So now I'm liking the consistency of this. I'm just gonna add a little more oil because those mushrooms, like I said, will soak up your oil. And I don't want my garlic to burn. You know that. Let's see, let's add in our artichoke. And then those juices from the artichoke are gonna bring all those flavors together. And this is about 12 ounces of artichoke. And when you take it out of the can, it'll probably be in the big pieces of artichoke. So what you want to do is you want to kind of give it a coarse chop just to break up those layers of the artichoke. If not, you're gonna have big clunky pieces all in your mushroom cap. You want a nice distribution of flavor and texture. And the next thing I'm going to do is add in my vegan cream cheese. So I'm going to turn it down while I add it in and then just bring it back up when it starts to, you know. And this is about 1/4 cup. You may need more. You can always add in. I'm thinking I may need more, but we're gonna see once it starts to melt down with the artichoke and everything. And it may be just enough for those 2 caps. Like I said, these are already roasted. I let them sit so they could drain out the excess liquid that they had in there after the roast. So now I'm just gonna hit it with a little sea salt. Even though it's canned artichoke, they don't have much sodium in it. So I'm just gonna hit it with enough, just a taste. So I'm gonna bring that back up to temperature. This is quick, easy to make. You know, most of the time probably goes into your prep, which is chopping your onions and your artichoke, your garlic. So I'm ready to add in my beautiful spinach and get it wilted down. And I love a lot of spinach, so let's add all of that in. And if you need to add some heavy cream to it, you can do that. I'm going to turn this down. I'm just going to corner out a section just to add some oil. Just slide that oil around. And add some to this side too. And this is actually my first time attempting to make these. I made spinach dip before, so I was like, let's just add a little artichoke in there, just and make it an actual mushroom cap. Oh, this is gonna be so delicious. Crank it up just a little bit. I don't want to get too hot on it. I still got that cream cheese in here. And what I think I'm gonna do also is I'm just gonna hit it just a little bit with just a little bit of this parm. Bring it back down because it's cooking really fast. So now our spinach is wilted in here. Oh yeah, that cheese gave it a nice element to it. I think I want to hit it with just a little bit more. So I think that we are ready to put this filling into our portobello mushroom caps. Here comes the moment of truth. My portobello mushrooms here ready to go. I'm just gonna add that in there. Add that over there. And I don't care if it bakes over because, of course, you know, when I roasted it, it kind of lost the cap version of it. It kind of like sunk down a little bit, but that's fine. That is quite all right. Since my mushrooms are already cooked, roasted. Now, if they weren't, I'll be like, okay, you know, make sure you got that mushroom that is not overflowing, that can cook. But since it's already roasted, I'm not really concerned with it. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit it with that mozzarella cheese that we were talking about. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And this is so beautiful. Go ahead and hit it with, make it all pretty with my leftover parsley. Oh my goodness, you guys. Check it out. I hope you guys didn't think I forgot about the beets. I did not forget about the beets. This beat, the strings are romantic. You can glide to this. The 808s hit in the right place. This beat I call trap theater. Trap theater. It is so, oh my gosh, it's just strings, the melody, the beat, the hi-hat, the synths. Trap theater. All right, back to these portobello stuffed mushrooms. We're gonna pop these in the oven for about 375, about 10-15 minutes. I'll probably stop it at the 12, check on it at the 12-minute mark and just see how it's coming along, but it's absolutely beautiful. I have some excess liquid that I'm also going to drain from these. So let's get it. You ready to plate? Well, in this case, bake and then plate. You ready to plate? Let's plate. spinach artichoke mushroom portobello caps are ready and plated up. I added a little brown rice and the parsley garnishment to it to make it pretty, and it's all cheesy and ready to go. So I'm ready to taste this cap that we have here. Start this side, give it a cut. Artichoke in there, the cheese, the onion, the mushrooms. The cheese it does a wonderful dance with that artichoke, and it's like eating spinach dip in a mushroom cap. This is really good. It's not heavy, it's nutrient dense. Like I said, you can add some breadcrumbs to it, some rich crackers on top of it when it's baking, but as it is, it gives you that nice, like a meaty consistency to it. It has that with all those flavors and those herbs and the thyme and the parsley. Got some rice in there with a beautiful light combination. It was just fine. It's okay. I love that duo. Popped it in the oven about 15 minutes on 375. Then I hit it with a high broil for about 2 minutes just to get that nice consistency on top of that cheese bake. So delicious. So I'm gonna take my portobello spinach artichoke stuffed mushroom, and we're gonna head on out. I'm gonna leave yours right there, okay? Enjoy some Beats.